And we are about ready to go here with Victor Galindez, the champion, making his 9th title defense, 29 years of age this month. At 145, lost 5, 4 drives, 27 knockouts. He had 2 no decisions along the way. Eddie Gregory in the red trunks at 122, lost 2, and had 1 draw, 18 knockouts in his 22 victories. He is 25 years of age from Brooklyn, New York. Gil Clancy and Angelo Dundee, along with Tim Ryan, here at ringside in Turin, Italy.
You know, this first round could be a telling round. When a fight first begins, both fighters are tense. And if a fighter gets nailed when he's tense, it could be all over. First round can be very, very important.
They're both remarkably calm. They're both moving well. I think Galindez wants to see what Mr. Eddie Gregory's got. What he's doing is trying to figure him out. He's getting hit with over that long left jab. He's going to have to try to do a little better than what he's doing right now.
Galindez weighed in at 173.5. Eddie Gregory at 174. Neither fighter had any problem making a weight. Galindez, in fact, started to train for this fight only a week after his last defense against Yaki Lopez in Rome. And he is in outstanding condition. But he's a slow starter, isn't he, fellas?
Both of these fighters are known as slow starters. Both.
Eddie Gregory at 6'1" has an obvious height and reach advantage. Galindez 5'10", maybe a little less than that, closer to 5'9".
Gregory keeps dropping his left hand, Tim, and that's going to be dangerous. He's leaving himself open for a right-hand counter or a right-hand lead. He seems to be just lackadaisical with it. We'll have to pick up the tempo. But after all, he's a challenger. He's got to go out and get it.
Gil, how would you describe the styles of the two fighters?
Well, Gregory is a stand-up classic boxer, and he's got a straight right hand that's dynamite if it lands. Galindez is a very, very relaxed fighter. He knows where he is in the ring at all times, and he's got that experience of all these championship fights. I tell you, Gregory seems remarkably calm for a young man trying to win a world championship fight, and it's his first world championship fight.
We're under 30 seconds to go in the first round. And now let's go back to Jack Whitaker at Aqueduct Racetrack in New York for official race results and prices of today's Turf Classic as this round comes to a close. This is round number 2. Eddie Gregory on the left of your screen, now moving to the right. The black fighter in the red trunks and Victor Galindez wearing the black trunks, the defending champion. We're just underway in round number 2.
Tito Lecturi told Victor Galindez between rounds to move his head, and punch to the body. Now let's see if he follows Tito's instructions. He's moving his head. Now let's see if he can get in a punch to the body.
Bill Clancy's comments, and of course he had...
Yes, Victor Galindez is a real tough, strong cookie.
I'm amazed by the coolness of Gregory. I expect him to be flitty and flighty and trying to take charge and throwing bombs right away. He's fighting a real good fight, and you got to admire the youngster being that cool against a great fighter like Galindez. Reminds me a little bit of Bob Foster, the height and the coolness and the way he just seems to be poking out that left hand, and it's a very good punch.
And he can lull you to sleep, and then he can put you to sleep with that right hand. That's exactly the way Bob Foster used to do it.
I don't know what he's saving for. Guys, Galindez. I think he's trying to lull him to sleep, Gil. What do you think about that?
That's exactly what he's trying to do. That's been his history. Lull you to sleep and then put you to sleep.
Galindez makes a move with that left hand like he's throwing it out. And, you know, like he's trying to, don't even reach you with it, but he's trying to open you up for that left hook.
Very little footwork in the fight. They're both fighting just about flat-footed. Means they're both loading up.
Galindez has been made aware this guy gets punched because he's looking for the right hand. In fact, you'll notice he blinks whenever the guy throws a jab.
Eddie Gregory got this fight after Mike Rossman, the #1 contender, injured his hand, and I don't know whether Galindez would have hand-picked Gregory as the opponent to replace Rossman or not.
If I was telling Eddie Gregory what to do, I'd have him drop that straight right hand in the belly a few times, and then he'd be able to hit him on the chin. He's just looking to hit him on the chin, and Galindez is waiting for it. Got to set him up.
We're in the final seconds of round number 2. This is round 3. Eddie Gregory and Victor Galindez for the WBA Light Heavyweight Championship.
I tell you, those first couple of rounds didn't exactly excite the crowd. I think they're going to start picking up the tempo now. I think that both of them understand that they got to go out and do much more than they're doing right now.
Well, the first good punch by either fighter is going to wake the other fellow up, and then we're going to see some action. Both know the other fellow can punch, and they're being a little overcautious.
I like the way Eddie Gregory played ring around the rosy with Galindez, spun him around and got him out of danger way. Gregory's flipping those punches pretty good, Gil. You got to admire him, because that's a real whistling left hook that Galindez throws at you. Well, the guy that's got to loosen up, Gil, is the challenger. He's got to go out and get it. The other guy's a champion, so he's going to want to be the one to open up. Here it goes.
Galindez landed two good, clean punches that may wake Gregory up. He's got to drop that right hand in the body, make Galindez drop his hands, and then come back up on the chin. He may be waiting all night to land that one big right hand on the chin. Angelo will never come. He's got to set him up.
He's got to start doing his thing, whatever it is, Gil, because if Galindez starts taking charge right now, it's going to be bar to gate, and Ellie, it's going to be all over.
Angelo, what would you tell Gregory to do if you're working in his corner right now?
Oh, I tell him to stop playing around, stop looking for one punch, and start throwing some punches, because he's going to let this title shot get out of reach, because he's got to win the fight. He's got to go out and get it.
Tricky for Rob.
He taught me everything I know, and he's a very great man. I think he'll wake up Gregory between rounds.
Out of a slow-paced start. Not entirely surprising for these two fighters.
I think Gregory got hurt with those two punches, Gil.
Closing seconds of round number 3 here from Turin, Italy. This is round number 4 from Turin, Italy, the WBA Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. The champion in the dark trunks is Victor Galindez. In the red trunks is Eddie Gregory, 25 years of age, from Brooklyn, New York.
Gregory's got to start doing something behind that left jab, Gil.
Yes, he does.
He's slipping punches from Galindez, but he's not making them pay. I mean, he slips a shot, he should come back with a shot.
He tried that right hand in, Angelo. It was just a little short. Oh, did he fall for a feint that time?
The different feints, Gil. You can hand feint a guy, you can kill a guy with your feet. I think he did it with his whole body, and Gregory bit it like Charlie the Tuna.
He sure did.
That Galindez is remarkable with those short arms, isn't he, Gil?
Yes,
he
he
reaches
sure
for
is.
you, reach for you, you make a mistake, he nails you with either hand.
Yeah, they're real short punches, a real short arc. And he seems to find the range later on in the fight.
These guys starting slowly. Has there been any surprise so far to you fellas?
No, they started off too slow for either one. I mean, Galindez was very happy to see Gregory go along with it, because when a guy goes slow, you should pick up the pace and try to take charge. Gregory hasn't done that.
He's not going to hit him with that right hand, just sticking the jab out there.
In his last 3 title defenses, Galindez went the distance, 15 rounds. We want to remind our stations along the line, we'll have a station break at the end of this round.
See, Gregory makes a miss and then steps away and takes a bow instead of pegging, instead of throwing punches.
Gregory's making a miss real well, but he's got to start doing something behind making the guy miss. I don't know how he's making him miss, because he's such a tall guy, and he's getting under that left hook.
There's the first right hand to the body. Let him throw 3 or 4 more, then maybe Galindez's hands will come down. That's what he has to do. Try something different.
on round 4.
There it is again.
Turn to turn after this word from your local station at the end of this 4th round. The 5th round here at Angelo Dundee. 2 great managers, trainers, guys who know this game and just enjoying the fight along with the rest of us watching on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Gil, this has been not a good fight to look at. The only good round we had so far was that last round. I think Gregory has got to loosen up all the way and start really pitching and throwing punches. Otherwise, he's going to get a real job done on it.
Gregory 1 round behind right now. He did seem to pick up a few good left jabs just now, but he has to do more than jab. He's going to have to start punching with Galindez and nail him and hurt him.
I got this fight 3-1. That's about it. Then 3-1 even. Enough. You got to let some gloves go because Galindez is so slick and so smart.
Oh, he hit him low.
I think that's the second low blow. Gregory expected it for Galindez's dirty tactics, but it seems to me often with Galindez, he starts his punches so low and he's so short, he's going to hit you low and behind the back of the neck.
All you got to do is drop down, right hand counter.
Gregory went down. He just winked at us over here.
He didn't seem to be hurt. There were 2 punches. He just happened he got nailed, but he doesn't seem to be hurt.
They really were throwing bombs for the first time.
Yes, they were.
And Gregory should throw that right hand over on the guy's chin right now because the guy's looking the right hand counter every time.
Either that or he has to come back with that left hook after he throws the right hand to the body, Angelo, even just to protect himself.
That's right, because the left hook, Galindez is susceptible to a left. First right hand Gregory ever threw, Gil. He didn't land. That was a good right hand also. Bounced off the top of his head.
Under 30 seconds left in round 5.
Gregory's getting hurt now, Angelo. He got hurt with that body punch.
That knockdown have any effect on him, fellas?
I don't think so. It made him aware of a good right hand counter.
Final seconds of round number 5.
Eddie Gregory, he's trying to hit Victor Galindez with that straight right hand, and Galindez just seems to have the knack of rolling away from right hands, and when he does that, he's susceptible to the hook. Gregory has to come back and start trying to hit him with a left hook off a right hand.
Yeah, because the last fight with Yaki Lopez, we noticed that Galindez was getting hit with left hooks, and that seemed to be the best punch to nail it with.
But again, Angelo, he makes him miss, and he has him in position, and he just doesn't let his hands go.
Well, there goes the left hook. He's starting to let it go, Gil. You notice where Gregory has patches over both eyes, Gil?
Yes,
that carpenter patch over both eyes sort of protection. He probably been cut before also.
Well, no, he's not known as a blader, Angelo. He hasn't been cut too often in fights, but I guess they did that as a protective measure. You know, they exchanged right hands just now, and if Gregory's would have landed, I think that maybe we would have seen another knockdown, only the other way.
How about this ring, Gil, Angelo? You look at these things very closely when you have fighters here. Is it an advantage for one side or the other?
Well, this is a puncher's ring. It's a soft ring. It's not tight. I would have raised Cain if I had a boxer in there because it's soft and it's got too much padding under it. But these are both punchers, so I think they're both liking the ring.
How about the rope?
Ring, as Angelo said, they're both taking a toe hold. You notice there's not too much footwork. They're right in front of each other all the time. Gregory's having a good round.
Yes, he is. This is going to wind up being a whale of a fight, Gil. I can see it right now. It's starting to pick up momentum.
This is the 6th round, scheduled for 15. Gregory on the left of your screen, Galindez on the right. He's the champion.
Good left jab by Gregory.
Can't do that. One unforgivable sin in boxing, a tall guy like this kid, bending down to a shorter man. You got to stand tall.
Right, he's bringing himself right down. Gregory is not going to out-tactic Galindez. Galindez has too much experience. What he's going to have to do is fire.
But he must come back with a left hook after that right hand. There you go. That's what he's got to do.
We're in the final seconds of round number 6. This is round number 7. Victor Galindez on the left of your screen in the black trunks, making his 9th title defense. He won this title back in 1974, defeating Len Hutchins in Buenos Aires, and has made 8 successful defenses. Tim Ryan here in Turin, Italy, as we bring it to you live on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Gil Clancy and Angelo Dundee watching it with us.
Yeah, I noticed something right away. Gregory seemed to come out a lot more purposeful just now. He changed a little bit. He's moving his shoulders, and I think he may attack a little bit more. That was a good left hook.
The only thing you can never do, Gil, is hook with a hooker. Now, you know Galindez is a great left hook. You never go to the guy's strength. You got to go with your own strength. So you don't lead with the hook. You got to come back after the right hand.
That's right. You have to set it up.
A great move there. Don't take advantage of it, Eddie Gregory. He slide like he does, but come back with a left hook when he slides from his hook. To that, he goes away, Francis. Can't do that. He's the challenger, he's not the champion.
And if he does catch Galindez after he slips a punch, that's the time when you really hurt a guy, when you catch him coming into a punch. He's trying to nail him always with leads. You just don't hit a good fighter like Galindez with a solid punch when you're leading. You've got to catch him, you've got to beat him to the punch, or hit him after you slip a punch.
You know, Gil, it's a pleasure to watch a good referee at work. You don't see the referee, right? That's a good referee.
Yes, he's staying on the outskirts. He's letting the fight.
Well, this is his 15th WBA title fight, showing his experience.
Well, he deserves to be here. Now, Galindez is making a mistake dropping his hands after he gets hit. Gregory should take advantage of that and nail him when he drops his hands.
He drops his hand and walks away and relaxes, and somehow he makes the other fighter relax. You have to hit him with that second combination.
With that ring.
That's right. You know, a lot of Argentine fighters and Cuban fighters, when they get hit with a good punch, they smile. And the other fighter that gets brainwashed and doesn't throw another punch. That's the time to hit him. When they smile, hit him again.
You're right, because they ain't watching the camera.
That's a little of that so-called Latin macho, I suppose. Under 30 seconds left. We're in the 7th round of this title fight, scheduled for 15 in Turin, Italy.
Gregory's having his best round, in my opinion.
Yes, he is. Concentration is real good.
Final seconds here of round number, the 8th round here at Turin, Italy. Tim Ryan, Angelo Dundee, and Gil Clancy. Round number 8, scheduled for 15. Eddie Gregory on the right of your screen from Brooklyn, New York.
That was a good left hook. That's the time to catch him. Catch him coming in.
That's the same shot that knocked out Gene Fumbler. Ray Robinson did that.
One punch in the 3rd round.
One punch. All over.
Gregory won his last fight with a knockout of Eddie Phillips, the 4th round, back in August.
Eddie Gregory's going after him now. He's trying to get it. First time he's ever been, trying to declare the tempo of the fight. You got to be the man out there, making the other guy do what you want to do, not what he wants you to do. There was that Latin trick. He got hit with a good right hand. He stopped, and Gregory stopped. You've got to stay on him after you hit him with a good punch. That was a very good right hand.
Gregory's been predicting the knockout all this week. He said, I'm going to stop this champion.
He's fighting with confidence.
Good punch. Good left hook.
Gregory just walked in that time as if to say, all right, let's fight inside for a while and see what you can do inside. He's very, very relaxed for a challenger.
It's remarkable the way he bends low like that, Gil. I never saw a big man like do that before, you know? It's remarkable the way he gets away from his left hook. Galindez has an excellent left hook.
Angelo, you said Gregory came on well the last round or two. How do you have the fight at this point?
Well, I have Galindez ahead. I mean, he gave away the early rounds, Gregory. He's going to have to go on like gangbusters, and dominate and dictate the fight. He's starting to do a pretty good number right now.
Gil? Well, I have the fight fairly close. I give Galindez just a 1-point edge. And I think the last 4 or 5 rounds is going to decide this fight.
Galindez has been there before in those kind, hasn't he?
Yeah, but Gregory seems to be very, very relaxed. I don't think that the distance is going to bother him that much.
Under 30 seconds left in the 8th round. We're into the final seconds of round number 8, live from Turin, Italy on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Round 9 from the Palazzo dello Sport in Turin, Italy, in the shadow of the Alps. The World's Light Heavyweight Championship, WBA version, Eddie Gregory, Victor Galindez. Galindez, 9th title defense. Gregory can't wait to get out of Turin. He's bored. He wants to go home. He wants to take the title with him to Brooklyn. Brownsville, Brooklyn.
I tell you, Gregory's made himself a hit in Italy. I know the way with this title. This is what you call a thinking man's game, Tim. And the thinking man started to land some good right hands.
There's some blood now on the face of Victor Galindez. Appears to be...
It's Galindez. Indicated help. I can see Galindez. That was wrong. Then they had some head contact. If Victor Galindez cannot continue and the referee rules it was an accidental fall, if he's ahead on the scorecard, he's the winner. That's the way the rules are right now. But I don't agree with him. It's not why the referee indicated that it was a head. It's a very close night so far. The guys are complaining to the referee. I don't know why. Gregory got hurt in that weapon exchange. It looked like much of a punch, but he got hurt with a left hook to the body. Right over, hollering up at him. That is a bad punch, and it's in a dangerous place because it's underneath the eyebrow in the socket. Good right hand by Gregory. I understand we have some audio problems back to New York. We're working on it. Eddie Gregory is just a little wobbly. Gregory got hurt with it. We're in the final seconds, round number 9. Gregory coming out his feet. They had to work on Galindez at under his right eyebrow. In between rounds, Carlos Lewis went over to referee Subaram and complained. Subaram don't speak no English. He was talking to him in Spanish, being from Panama, being from Caracas. Tito Latour worked on the eye. He didn't look like he wasn't doing too much, but he looked like he got the eye stopped bleeding a little bit. Gregory is bringing it to him now. Got to let his hands go.
Had only 25 pro fights. Galindez at 29 has been there a little longer.
Well, they're two very well-conditioned men, I'll say that much, and they're throwing bombs at each other. And the guy that gets in with the bomb first is going to be the winner.
There was a knockdown, remember, back in round 5. Gregory went down, was not hurt with the punch, but was knocked down. Good right hand from Galindez.
Good right hand from Gregory, but he should have come back with the hook. Galindez is trying to assert his strength now
and complaining about being hit on the back of the neck. Our stations along the line will have a station break at the end of this round. We're in round 10.
Galindez's eye is wide open again. Wide open. There's the first body punch. That's what he has to do. Punch to the body, and he can come back up to the head.
I tell you, he's got to go out.
One to the body, one to the head.
He's got to go out and try to get a knockout, Gil, because that guy thinks he's going to stop this fight on account of a cut. He's going to lose the decision.
Galindez taunting Gregory. Come on, hit me, I can take it. And he's shown in the past that he can, but he is bleeding badly from that cut over the right eye. Scheduled for 15 rounds. We'll return to Turin after this word from your local station at the end of round number 10. Round number 11, and Alberto Andrada working with Tito Lectori on that cut by Galindez between rounds.
Well, the cut's being stopped in Galindez's corner, but they're using Monsell solution, which is ferric chloride, which is a no-no in any of the states in the United States. You're not supposed to use it. He's using it artfully. He's not letting it go into the eye. But if a guy that was using it didn't know how to use it, it could hurt the eyeball. So what's he using on the eye is Monsell solution. You can see the blackness in the eye.
Did that not come up at the rules meeting yesterday, which we attended, as to what could be used?
Yes, it did, Tim, but the referee would have to be a chemist to understand what you're using. He doesn't have time to go over there and analyze anything now. And what Angelo pointed out is true. And not only now, Eddie Gregory could get that on his glove and put it in Galindez's eye. It's very dangerous stuff to use. That's why it's outlawed. If you see his eye turn black, that means that they're using Monsell solution.
See what it happens, it burns the tissues and stops it from bleeding. But it's an operation. But you can't use it in the ring because you're not experienced enough. Beautiful exchange by Gregory.
Scheduled for 15. Eddie Gregory in a very close fight as we see it so far with the champion Victor Galindez.
He's got to open up. He's got to let his hands go, Gregory.
He certainly has not been intimidated at any point in this fight.
No, he hasn't.
Knockdown.
He doesn't have any respect for Galindez at all. He's just being a little overcautious. Angelo, this referee is doing a good job. Right now, he's displaying better footwork than either one of the fighters. They're both standing flat.
Looks like a well-put-together heavyweight.
Yes, he does. Have him show him his jab, drop that right hand to the body, and hook off it and draw Galindez into exchanges.
And the owner over there of Eddie's contract, Chicky Ferrara, the trainer with all the experience in the corner, along with Paulus Lewis, as we're in the final seconds of round 11. Again here at the Palazzo dello Sport in Turin, Italy. Tim Ryan, Joe Clancy, Angelo Dundee, watching now a very exciting light heavyweight championship fight.
Angelo, earlier I said this fight was going to be decided in the last 4 rounds. I think Gregory's pulled up and he's just about even now.
Oh, I think so also. I think he's starting to be put more together. I don't see Galindez do too much of.
Well, now's the time when they separate the men from the boys, Angelo, when they get in those last 3 or 4 rounds in a 15-round fight. 2 good punches by Gregory.
Face to face. Still, these last 4 rounds are so important. It could be the whole ball game. It's a close fight right now.
Got to drop it. That's the way he has to open up Galindez. You got to throw those right hands to the body. Take his chances. He's looking to count.
Yes, he can. Jab, right hand to the body, left hook, you're
That's right.
That'll be the combination.
That's the combination I've been telling
And
you.
a left hook when he bends. I mean, you think, left hook.
The referee just warned Galindez for a low blow. It wasn't a very emphatic warning, but he did warn him.
You know, as punches, but and Galindez supposed to be the strong guy.
Be right in 3 rounds. Short right hand to the body. It made Gregory's leg come up and it made him win.
Under 30 seconds in round number 12.
Galindez Gregory can't afford to reach for this fellow. That would be a no-no.
That's why I think he should be dropping transmission problems, and we hope you'll bear with us and enjoy the action. Angelo Dundee and Gil Clancy are ringside here with us to give us their version of the events, and it's been most interesting so far. Good fight. A few motions towards Eddie Gregory, and you too, Gil. I can't say I blame you. It's been fun for me to watch you do a little coaching from here.
Well, you know, you work so many fights, you get a little slide, putting on a great show. Nobody expected this kind of a fight from Eddie Gregory. I'm proud of him, no matter what happened.
A low blow, and Gregory pulled away from Galindez.
It was a clearly low blow, and the referee started to count. Gregory just hit him a low blow. It's a war. He's smart. Now it's a war. It's a war. It's a war. Good. It's a war. Come on, no.
Gregory said during the week he would react in kind. If he got that from Galindez, he'd give him some himself. Said that publicly.
You know, there were 3 low blows landed there, and Galindez was by far the most flagrant foul, and yet he took a point away from Gregory.
Yeah. You know what the old saying is, Gil? You give it to me, give it back. That's the only way to go with that rule. But you don't like to see it, but you want to see the guys fight a clean fight.
Under 30 seconds, round 13. We got a war going here.
Eddie Gregory has to beat him to the punch. He's not going to win it with a jab.
Less than 10 seconds remaining in the 13th round. Remember, Gregory's never gone this far before.
That cut's gotten worse.
Round 14, 2 points were taken away from Eddie Gregory by the referee, Louis Soberon. How do you have it, Gil, Angelo?
Well, I tell you, I think that we may wind up with a controversy, because I think that the fact that the referee took the points away may be the deciding factor in this fight. It's that close.
Because the fight got to be a real good fight, and I make this a tough fight for both guys. Hey, Gil, about this time I'll be telling Eddie Gregory, man, let it all hang out. This is the last 2 rounds.
Angelo, you know what you tell him between rounds? You say, listen, you worked for 2 months, now you only have to work for 6 minutes. Go out and work. You know, how many times have you heard that, Angelo, when you had a losing fight, he goes back in the dressing room, he says, get him for me again. I always tell him you just had him.
And how's it he don't understand English, so he speaks Spanish. Great right hand.
Galindez was wobbled with that punch, Angelo.
Yes, he was.
He was wobbled. That was the best punch that Gregory landed in the fight.
Best punch in the fight.
The cut is open, and it is bleeding now.
Oh, no. 4 minutes to go, Gil.
Well, you know, you have to give Galindez credit. He's taken some real good punches. And he's game as can be. He knows he's the champion. He doesn't want anybody taking it from him. There, Gregory was being a gentleman.
Slippery in Galindez's corner from water spilt there.
Galindez slipped, and Gregory didn't take advantage of it.
Under 30 seconds in round 14.
Well, you can hear who the people think are winning.
Eddie.
You can hear who the people think are winning. Gregory got nailed a couple of real good punches in it.
Eddie. He held up a portion of the Italian flag during the national anthems prior to the fight. We're in the closing seconds of round number 14.
You know, I can see Galindez leading into those left hooks.
Eddie Gregory of Brooklyn, New York, has taken Victor Galindez 15 rounds. It has been a war. Angelo Dundee and Gil Clancy here at ringside, along with Tim Ryan at Turin, Italy. It's awfully close, isn't it, guys?
Tim, what can you say? It's a great fight. I hope that the taking away of points is not the deciding factor of the fight. It's been too good a fight. Galindez, I think, is slightly ahead. This round could be the number to declare the winner.
Well, in Gregory's corner at the end of the last round, they told him to go out and knock him out. So I guess they feel that he has to score a knockout to win the fight.
When it's close, it's hard to beat the champion, isn't it, Angelo? You know a little bit about that.
Well, I don't know. I think that if you got to go out and get it, this is the time to get it. Sure, you can beat the champion. Champs are made to win and lose. But it's a very tough way to lick a guy if you don't take it all away. I think Gregory showed the world he's somebody to be contended with.
He's reaching with that right hand to the head, Angelo. He should drop.
Done, Gil. When you're in that ring, it's you try to perform, but that's what he needs to do, but it's not coming out that way.
Well, that's what you have tournament for. And he's throwing the obvious punch, the right hand to the head, and he just isn't landing. There it is.
He tried it there, but Galindez slipped the left hook.
Well, that's what he has to do. He has to take his gamble, take his shot.
Cut is open again over the right eye of Galindez. It has not been a factor. We're under that. Crowd chanting for Gregory again. What a finish. We're in the final 10 seconds of this fight. That's it. It's all over. 15 rounds of hard punching from Eddie Gregory. 25 years of age from Brooklyn, New York. What do you think, fellas?
Well, I think discounting the points taken away by the referee, Gregory would get the decision.
Arbitro signor Fulvaran. Galindez.
Subaran.
147. Gregory 145.
147, 146, Subaran.
The referee sees it by a point for
Galindez.
All three officials, 1 point.
147. Gregory 145.
47.
1.5.
Yes. He said 137, 135. I corrected. 147, 140.
For Galindez.
147,
For Galindez.
147, Galindez.
146.
140. Another point. 47, 46.
Unanimous decision.
Wait. That's vote.
Galindez 147.
147.
146.
146.
147, 146,
Galindez. So it's a unanimous decision
By a point.
by 1 point on all 3 cards. Is that correct?
1 point, and that's the point that was taken away from Gregory for the low blow.
All right. Victor Galindez has just barely defended his light heavyweight championship.